This is the city of Oak, a land and world full of cars. There were citizens who lived in it. They were called Johnny, Cali, Maria, David, Izzie, Miles, and 3 elder cars, Franklin, Elrod, and Professor. But there was one car who was at school doing some project, and it was about the city statue, and that was Izzie. He was in his class with some other cars. Today's class were to do a show and tell of statues, which is happening in a few days, said the teacher. Izzie, who of your class learnt about our home? What will you give for show and tell? Well, sir, I learned from Franklin that he experienced a wartime, and it's getting me thinking that I not truly want to learn about the statue in our suburb city. I want to learn others in different cities. I brought in my morning tea, such as this bag of chips from Australia, said Izzie. Okay, what kind of show and tell can you show us? Asked the teacher, puzzled. It's a surprise. When school was over, Izzie was driving home. What the city of Ortu doesn't realize is I'm doing a fast school project. All I'm to do is learn every history of every statue, then draw it before sending it to the school. Franklin will get a surprise of what I discover. Hello, Izzie, what are you doing? Asked Izzie, who came up with the others. Oh, here you are. I'm just... He cut off for a second, looking around. I'm doing a fast school project to surprise my school with finding other histories of every city statue. There's one in Australia, and all I want to do when finished with the project is explore it. I might just give you a quick question, Izzie, dude. Just how can you get to Australia? I saw Finley, a fire engine, as I went to school the other day. He told me a secret way to get to the country without a boot, but a wash is to come first before leaving to get to it, Izzie explained. It would be fair if you come with me to see what it's like, he went on. Well, I wouldn't mind a look in Australia. My school wanted to learn about wombats, said Miles. Franklin ought to know what we're doing. He'd prefer the boat ride, and would find out easily, said Cali. Oh yeah, I thought of that. I've got a piece of paper and a pen to write him a note so he would know where we are, said Izzie. I'll tell you the plan when we meet at my house. The cars agreed with the plan. Crazy it would be, but it was sensible. We'll be be right there then, Izzie, but we'll keep the secret safe, said Manya. They all went home. The next morning, Izzie and his friends met up at his house. They started talking the plan. Let's drive to that back part of Old Town, which is miles from the car wash or the city of all troops asleep, said Izzie. With all headlights off, suggested Izzie. Good idea, Izzie. Then we can go inside the shop called the World of the Past. We'll go through the car wash and have clean gas if we want to go to Australia, said Izzie. The person made the taps who we put some in ourselves. There's still some left for you, said Johnny. Thanks. Now then, I've left a note on my door as to let Franklin know what we're doing. One by one, the cars went sneaking to the car wash before looking for the World of the Past shop. He had a wash, then went to the back parts of the city. Ah! I've locked that box. It's wet. At least it's not full. Get rid of the socks. They're the hint. What smog? Ah, in there. Oh? Huh? What? What? Huh? Who? At last we found it, and it was open up for early visitors. Everyone that's gathered in it, who in backwards, in case you see Franklin or Professor or Elrod, even my teacher. They can't spoil the surprise, whispered Izzie. So they did. Once inside, they met a fellow who was running the shop. Hello, Izzie. Wanting to visit Australia and got clean gas, said Sweetbell. Yes, we have, Sweetbell. I'm just on my trip with my friends. They're invited to learn about the ball on the continent, said Izzie. He's wanting to learn other statues, said Izzie. For his school, said Miles. Franklin didn't see us, as he's still asleep, said Derek. Shh! Like, can we keep it down? I heard a car's engine, said Cali. He might discover where we are, if he comes, sir, said Miles, a tad nervous. Quick, in that door, you'll find another one leading you to an adventure. They all ducked into the little room, one by one, then went through the other door. To their surprise, they found themselves in a woodland with the yard and a ponderous smell. This is it, Australia. Ooh, this is Tasmania. All we can see in Oval is a city. It's about to have a statue, said Izzie. Shall we move, Izzie? This is a disgusting landing, said David. Follow me. They left the wood, leaving the tip. Where they arrived in was Glenorchy, and Hobart was just a kilometre away from her. At last, they arrived in it and saw what Izzie wanted to study. This is what I want to learn about. It's not a car, it's a person that's been standing here for years, said Izzie. Oh yes, Izzie, it is quite surprising, said Maria. We'll collect what we like about the continent, said Miles. Right too, Ben. Oh, one thing. Did you follow what I did? We hopefully drive on the left, said Izzie. We do that already. Let's collect what's to remember, said Izzie. They were finished with the tour, so went driving to find a place to rest for the night. After Izzie sent the letter to his school. The resting place was in Busan, so they would wait for Franklin to find them. Later, they all met up with the wise car. Izzie did the explaining to get him to understand the plot, and what we did was right without taking the book. Where do they stay in? You may question. They live in Kingston, but hopefully have 10 days. That was article back in 2006. But I mustn't tell more, or I shall spoil the next story.